The time is currently 4:48 in the morning. My day has begun and I'm taking it pretty easy today. It's 8:55, got my first meeting of the day. Now, what I meant earlier when I meant by taking things a little easy today is I think I want to take things easy for the remainder of what's left in this year. I want to take things easy in the sense that I just want to kind of exist and reflect and coast for the next few weeks, heading in to the big 2019. You know, when the end of the year approaches and most of us tend to think a lot about like what we did this year and then start to plan for what's next, I sometimes can get overwhelmed by the idea of having this kind of specific goal or thing that I need to shoot for or fulfill, because personally, things seem ever changing. I don't know if I would have anticipated leaving my job this year to go and make videos full time for other people. I also don't believe that that choice aligns with some of the goals I may have started this year with. But when really thinking about it, the only goals I ever truly have that ever make sense is to just make stuff. Time for cup 2 of the day. And you know, it's not even like, I don't think goals are bad. I think, like, clearly that's how you set a goal and that's how you accomplish something. I think the problem is that sometimes we tend to feel this obligation to create a goal that needs to be fulfilled, and if it's not, you did bad or you failed. And something I was struggling with recently when it came to goals is that I wanted to originally work at a big video game publication. That was kind of like the tunnel vision mode to why I'm doing everything that I'm doing now. However, I've also kind of fallen out of love with the idea of doing that, so much so that I think I've come to terms that that's just simply not what I want. And it's not that I don't want to be involved with video games, I just don't necessarily think I want to work for anybody. But I also believe that by having had that goal to work at a big publication, in so many ways got me to where I am. It's that tunnel vision that I had that made me made the choices I did because they all aligned, or they were aligning with what it was that I wanted to do. With that said, now that I've kind of come to terms that I don't want to work at a place like that possibly, and now that I am actually working for myself, I almost feel kind of like this weird hollow space now, because now I don't really have a goal and I'm just kind of making stuff. The fact that I don't have an overarching like big goal that I'm trying to hit made me kind of freaked out and afraid that I was like, well, maybe I don't actually know what I'm doing. But then after some thinking, I think that's all nonsense. And now I'm on my way to meet with a dude that I'm working with on a video with a client. When I was going freelance, I didn't really have any grand goals of what it was that I was doing as a freelancer, other than working with the people that already wanted to work with me. And this opportunity came to work with somebody I want to work with out of it, and that didn't come from a goal. That came from me taking action and just doing something. It is like becoming a crazy beautiful day. I don't think it's here yet.
Hello!
Such a bright, beautiful space. Get off. Can you move? Can you move? Can you move? Can you move? No, don't get comfortable. I'm contemplating a third cup of coffee, but I think that's a little bit excessive. So to put a cap on today's thoughts, I'm in a transition that's ongoing, that seems to be ever changing, and I'm starting to learn to accept and embrace that and use it to my advantage. And instead of having a grand scheme of what I could be building towards, the ultimate thing I need to accept is that at the root of it all, I'm working and I'm doing stuff. So though I didn't intend for this to be like my end of the year kind of goal video, I suppose it's better that it's happening now that I'm kind of going into this new year with a new mindset. And having now been freelance for, I think, 5 months, I am now very comfortable saying it is the best choice I've made in my career. And I actually feel like I have a grasp on what I'm doing and where my value lies as a freelancer. And all the while, I think the most wonderful thing about me still doing this YouTube channel is that I feel accountable for something, and I feel like this is the work that I truly, really have fun and love doing. And in so many ways, doing this work and having this channel is what's facilitating kind of like the freelance work that I'm getting. It feels right. I feel good. So yeah, not a lot of video game talk this week, or at least today, this Friday, but just know that I am loving Smash so much. I haven't unlocked all the characters yet, but I am working towards it. Somebody asked me if I was going to do a review of it, and I'm not entirely sure. A game like that I would find very difficult for me personally to review. Not only do I feel the need to like finish Spirits mode and unlock all the characters and properly play them and all that jazz, it feels like a lot, and I think it's just better off knowing that I really, really, really like it a lot. That said, it's time to answer a question from the community. I did this week a bit different. Instead of picking a random question, I decided to have folks vote on their question in the community tab of my YouTube page, and let's see what the top voted one is. As voted by the community, the top question is from Nuka Dark, which asks, why did she leave me? Have you considered asking her yourself? Otherwise, thank you so much for participating and asking questions. Maybe I'll save most of these for future videos. And if you want to vote on the next one, you can go to the community tab of my page and do that if you'd like. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. You're all wonderful. Have such an amazing weekend. I'll be seeing you next week with a new video, and then another new video after that, and maybe even another new video after those two, and so on. Okay. Till next time. See ya.